The world we live in is chock full of so many wonders, both living and non-living. From heavenly landscapes to the rarest of animals and plants, there's so much that we haven't seen. But that's why this video exists. Welcome to the part of the internet where you get to see 10 things we are sure you've never seen before. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here are 10 things we're sure you will see for the first time. Number 10, Bismuth Crystals. Diamonds get all the publicity, but these rare crystals are one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. That's unfortunate though, because they are also one of the rarest minerals on Earth. So chances of you running into one on random are pretty slim. They are so rare that most of the bismuth crystals we have out there are mostly grown in the lab. Loved for its complex geometric hopper form and its rainbow-colored, bismuth, 86% as dense as lead, is a brittle metal that has been in existence since ancient times. It's sometimes confused with lead and tin, but it's its own element, with its place on the periodic table. These stunning crystals are found very rarely in Australia, Bolivia, and China, with a beautiful spectrum of colors that you hardly see in other popular crystals. The crystals, apart from their enchanting appearance, also have healing power, according to crystal healing experts. Number 9, white peacock. Peacocks are exquisite creatures, known for their vivid colors and uniquely shaped feathers that they don't shy from showing off whenever they can. No doubt they are one of the most beautiful creatures on Earth. But what happens when nature replaces the colors on the wings with, well, nothing? More beauty, that's what. One look at this stunning bird, and you might conclude that it's an albino. You'd be wrong though. Albino animals have a lack of color and eyes that are red or pink. The white peacock, on the other hand, has a genetic mutation called leucism. This condition blocks color pigments from entering the bird's feathers, which results in the white, pale coloration of the skin, hair, or feathers. They're not born that way. Chicks are born yellow, they become white as they mature. These stunning creatures found in Australia and India have symbolized purity, eternity, and unconditional love throughout history, which is why it's no surprise they are highly valued. Still, they are one of the rarest birds in the world. Before we move on, leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be the first watching new episodes. Number 8, ghost plant. When a plant is named the ghost plant, you have to know that there are many things to expect. This stunning and very weird plant is an herbaceous perennial plant native to temperate regions of Asia, North America, and northern South America. And get this, it doesn't even need sunlight to survive, as it contains no chlorophyll. No. This plant lives by its own rules. First, it acts like a parasite and absorbs the energy of photosynthetic trees around it. Then, as if that's not crazy enough, the plant is perfectly capable of growing in complete darkness. Its waxy white appearance can glow in the dark and gives it the look of a ghost in all white, which, as you've guessed, is where the nickname ghost plant comes from. Monotropa uniflora, the ghost plant, is one unique plant. Apart from its strange appearance, its ability to survive on its own without chlorophyll and sunlight is nothing short of incredible. Number 7, Amur leopard. The Amur leopard is the world's rarest big cat. These exotic cats are found in the region that spans Far East Russia and China. Named after the Amur River that runs along the border of both countries, these cats are well adapted to this harsh environment. Their fur keeps them warm in the harsh cold, and their snowshoe paws allow them to walk on snow without sinking. Although Amur leopards weigh around 80 pounds, some 30 pounds less than the average African leopard, these cats can still take down prey 3 times their size. They're known as silent killers because of how cool they hunt. Unfortunately, loss of habitat and poaching have made Amur leopards one of the rarest wild cats on Earth and the world's rarest leopard. These days you can hardly see them around. Bet you didn't even know they existed. Thanks to a new park along the Russian-Chinese border though, Amur leopards are clawing their way back. So hopefully, it won't be long before more of these leopards are spotted. Number 6, purple carrots. We grew up eating orange carrots. They're what we cook with, eat and slice in our salads, but did you know that carrots of different shades of purple were once the norm? While most of us have only ever seen orange carrots, the first cultivated carrots were purple and yellow. Carrots were first grown in Afghanistan. About 1,000 years ago, they made their way to the eastern Mediterranean. By the early 1500s, orange carrots had already spread to parts of Europe, but the purple ones remained and continued to grow in Asia and the Middle East. Nobody's sure how the orange carrot came to take over most of the world. Reports suggest that purple carrots taste better than other carrots, but fell out of favor because they tend to leach a dark pigment on whatever they're cooked with. After that, orange carrots might have got the jump on white carrots simply because it was easier to grow them. Number 5, rainbow eucalyptus. If you saw this tree without knowing better, you would probably think that a teenager went a little crazy with spray paint. These trees feature beautiful pastel colors that run up and down their trunks. Native to New Guinea, the Philippines, and Indonesia, these colorful trees look like someone painted them. Don't be deceived by the different shades though, they're as natural as they come. Thanks to the abundant rain in these tropical forests, the rainbow eucalyptus can thrive and grow up to 250 feet tall. Of course, the most remarkable thing about these trees is their bark. The previous season's bark peels off in strips, revealing brightly colored new bark. These unique colored barks don't stick to a single shade throughout the year. Every time the bark flakes off as it ages, new colors are revealed underneath for a cool, fresh look. The peeling vertical streaks of red, orange, green, and blue are a sight to see. Number 4, underwater forest. This underwater forest takes the idea of walking through the woods to a whole new dimension. Here, a walk can only be done in a swimsuit. Kazakhstan is famed among tourists for its stunning mountains and natural landscape, but the country's most famous attraction is Lake Kandy. Every year, thousands of visitors come to Lake Kandy to see its awe-inspiring limestone blue waters. The water surface is pierced by imposing trunks of spruce trees, contrasting the crystal clear waters. A beautiful landscape. The real magic, though, happens underwater, where a submerged pine tree forest keeps on living. This underwater forest was created when the 7.7 magnitude Kevin earthquake hit this area way back in 1911. The earthquake triggered a large limestone landslide, blocking the gorge and forming a natural dam. In time, rainwater filled the valley, covering the trees and making them stick out like toothpicks, and thus, Kandy Lake was born. Number 3, albino alligators. Coming in at number 3 is the extremely rare albino alligator. You may have come in contact with alligators in your swamp or local zoo, but we bet you've never seen one quite like this. Albino alligators are extremely rare. There are only about a dozen of them still left in the world. They're offspring of 2 normal-looking alligators that carry the recessive gene for albinism. Unlike regular alligators, albino alligators don't have the pigment melanin. They share almost everything else with regular alligators, with the last known albino alligator reaching as long as 7 feet. Albino alligators have white skin and pink eyes. This may be the reason why there are so few of these rare animals left in the world. That and they don't live long. Life can be harder for albino animals since they can't easily blend themselves in swampy surroundings, so hunting for food may be very difficult. They spend their time in the sun, so their pale skin takes the full brunt of the sun. Number 2, Vantablack. Most colors come in different shades, but who knew there was a shade of black to beat the rest? Vantablack is a material created by Surrey Nanosystems in the United Kingdom. The innovative material is the darkest substance known to man, absorbing up to 99.96% of all visible light. It's so dark that 3D objects coated in it appear to be completely flat when viewed head-on, and even a flat shape can appear deceptively deep. As the darkest materials humans have been able to develop, Vantablack has a lot of potential applications that can help us in ways we can't even imagine. Scientists can use it to stop stray light from entering telescopes and improve infrared cameras on Earth and in space. Vantablack can also be used to increase the absorption of heat in materials used in concentrated solar power technology and military applications like thermal camouflage. The list is endless. So far, Surrey Nanosystems has only grown Vantablack on foil, but the company says it plans to take the black movement to the next level. Number 1. Salt mirrors. In Bolivia, you can stand on top of the world's largest mirror. No, not really. It's not far from it though. This natural phenomenon is actually a massive patch of salt flats formed out of thousands of years of transformations between several prehistoric lakes. These salt flats, locally known as Salar de Uyuni, are covered with only a few meters worth of salt brine that creates this awe-inspiring surface which looks like a gigantic mirror. In the summertime, this area is a prime source of lithium and salt. By the way, half of the world's precious metal supply is found here. But during the flooding season, it changes into this remarkable surface. The salt flats stretch 6,500 miles, making them the biggest in the world. The sight of standing over what looks like clouds is so magnificent that the Salar de Uyuni has been dubbed heaven on earth. Thanks for watching. Leave the comment down below and let us know what we should feature next. Don't forget to subscribe for new and upcoming episodes.